Hello, everybody.
Hey, hey, hey.
Yeah, it
Huh?
is Friday. Hey,
Yes,
ladies.
Can you guys see me?
Yes.
yes.
I can't see you.
Hmm. Maybe it'll take it a minute. So
Absolutely.
it's Friday for everybody in the clubhouse. Hello. It's I don't know if it's Feel Good Friday, but
Yes.
we're gonna claim that it's Feel Good Friday.
That's
So
right.
we are here at the clubhouse. I am Erica Betts. I am the law officer with New American Funding, Miss Takia.
And I am Takia Ward, realtor with Keller Williams in the Maryland, D.C. area.
Okay, it looks like we lost Miss Nikki, but she is a realtor in the Charlotte area. So, guys, today we are just talking a little bit about, we didn't really have a topic planned today, but today my theme was some days you gotta fake it. So, Taki,
I
what you think about
totally
that?
agree with that, Erica.
Yeah,
You got to put that face on, and when you don't feel like it, and get up and just keep moving.
yeah. So today it's just, I don't know what it is. It wasn't anything in particular, but today was just kind of one of those days when I woke up and was just kind of like, okay, all right, you know what? It's Friday. We're gonna keep it pushing. I got a list of things to do, all of those things, and I just wasn't really hyped like I normally am on a Friday. So I said, all right. So I knew I was getting ready for the live. So I said, okay, well, I'm gonna put me some makeup on, I'm putting me some lashes on, and I'm at least look like I'm ready, even if I ain't feeling like it. So that's where I am with it today.
I totally get that. How's the weather where you're at?
It was really rainy yesterday, so it is about 65 degrees. North Carolina has the crazy weather where you'll wake up in the morning and it's cold, and so you'll dress for it in the morning, but then by the afternoon, it's like, no, it's 75 degrees. It's hot. I can't wear what I had on this morning. It's too much.
Exactly. It's like that here. I was asking you that because I was wondering if sometimes if that weather has
Hmm.
anything to do with how you're feeling. Because I know for me, sometimes rainy days, I'm like, I don't want to do anything. I just want to relax and stay in the house, read a book,
Exactly.
and drink a cup of hot chocolate or something like that.
Hmm. That's it exactly. And then so it did rain, yesterday, but now pollen season is among us. So I don't know if y'all deal with that up there, but you
Yes,
can see the slight green on the cars and all of those things.
exactly. And nose starting to running and itching. That pollen and allergy season is nothing to sneeze at.
Right, exactly.
Sneeze at.
Yep. And that's all you're doing. And especially these days, you don't want to be sneezing too much because somebody gonna think you got COVID. And it's like, oh Lord.
Exactly.
So you just gotta try to hold it in.
Have you ever tried holding in a sneeze? That is not fun.
Exactly. So So anything so what's your motto for today? Did you have anything in particular?
My motto today for today was really to be intentional.
Okay.
And I was looking at being intentional with my business today and who I am reaching out to talk to, and know in order to be able to help them out with
Okay.
their buying and selling needs. And I was talking to someone today, and they were they were just like, "Oh my gosh, the Lord must have sent you because I have been looking to buy a new house, and I just need to do something, but I'm not sure what I need to do or where I need to go." And they were telling me about, that about being in a bankruptcy, and that it was discharged. So just trying to talk to them. So made an appointment to really get down and see how I could be able to assist them. So I was like, okay, that was my intention for today, was to find someone that I can connect with and be able to help. And I was
Good.
glad I was able to do that.
Okay. Well, yeah, and seeing that's what it's all about. And sometimes it's people think with real estate agents, oh, all you do is just show up and show somebody a house. But there's so much behind the scenes information.
Girl, yes, it's a lot of behind the scenes information because we can't just go show that house. We can't show that we're not showing that house until we know that that person can actually get that house because the
Right?
sellers aren't going to let anybody in their house. So it takes a minute for that. So it's a lot, working with our clients behind the scenes to make sure that getting them prepped and ready, basically,
Yes.
to do what they
Yes.
need to do.
So, what are some of the things that you do to prep a client?
So, like for this client, when I speak to her, if she has, if her with her B case, and she told me about that, I'll speak to the lender because I do have an idea, like with the discharge and if she's ready to go. She said her credit is pretty decent. She gave me, told me what it is and everything. So I think she'll be good with that. But it'll be prepping them with getting with the lender, and
Hmm.
then once they are pre-approved, then I'm sending them information. They'll get my buyer's guide. They'll get, if they need help with credit, they'll get my credit guide that I have that goes over about how to make your money moves and things like that. So they get that. And then once we get under contract, is a lot of things throughout the process. So I give them like a moving checklist, everything
Okay.
that you need to do preparing to move, when you need to call the utility company, when you should start packing up, that type of stuff. So I get them all in the beginning, like give them a whole lot of information to prep them about what is going on. Throughout the transaction, they get a weekly call from me and
Hmm.
also from my transaction coordinator that will send them information about what's going on with the transaction.
Okay. Okay. Now I will say from a lending standpoint, it's kind of a similar thing. So
Hmm.
when you talk to somebody, it's just finding out what their story is because everybody has a story. Whether it's hey, everything is great with me credit wise, I've got down payment money, all of those things,
Hmm.
and then you have people who maybe don't have all of those things. So
Yep.
telling them how to get those things, how to get them where they need to be. So
Hmm.
if they just think that they want to buy a house, then I'm willing to talk to them so we can see what it is that we need to do to get them prepared.
Exactly.
And all the information that we need. I know people are frustrated because they feel like, oh, the lenders keep asking for information and, all of these things. But you have to remember, you're asking us for $250,000.
Or
So
more.
we wanna make sure,
Hmm.
right, or more. So we want to make sure that you're qualified. We don't want you to put your earnest money down, put your money out there, and then we find out, oh yeah, well, you didn't really qualify or things like that. So we try to do as much work up front to make this a smooth transaction for everybody involved.
And that's where, and I think, and also that's where it's that partnership between the realtor and the lender actually come into play
Hmm.
because you got to make sure you have that person on your team that's going to actually communicate with your buyer. So having that lender partner who is very good with the communicating with them and with you to let you know where they are and what's going on. So
Right.
I think it's also key.
Right. And one of the things you said was team. We are all on this team together to get you to the finish line. So
Hmm.
whether that is we're referring you to a credit person or we are saying, hey, these are the things that you need to do. So that is our end goal is to, get you together into a house. So I see Samantha in the audience. Hey, Samantha. And Nikki is, I don't know what happened with her, but she was with us as well. And Samantha's comment is, I think I want to buy a house. What's next? So, so what do you do when someone contacts you and says, hey, I think I want to buy a house?
Okay. They tell me that they want to buy a house. The first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to talk to them, get a little bit more information about what they're looking for and everything. But then the next thing I'm doing is connecting them with my lender
Okay.
because I need to know your buying power and
Right.
what you're able to get because it's for me, I don't like taking my clients out to look at something and not know what they can actually get. You may tell
Right.
me that, hey, I don't want to spend any more than $400,000, let's say. However, so I'm thinking, okay, we're good to go. And you go out and you look at these houses or you're getting these pictures of houses that is in that price range, but you go and speak to the lender and that's not the case.
Mhm.
So I really don't like to have them being disappointed. I think that's the worst feeling. You've been looking at all of this stuff, and now when you go look at something in your price range, you're going to be very disappointed because you're looking at stuff that is have all of this and new that, and
Mhm.
the items that could be in your price range isn't there. So the best thing to do is to speak to the lender and get that pre-approval letter. And once we get that and know your buying power, we're having our consultation so I can go over the whole home buying process, and we're scheduling the houses to go out and see. And I can show you what is out there on the market based upon your criteria and what your budget is.
Okay. Okay. And then you also look at I know for me, I try to talk to them about expectations. Like
Mm-hmm.
what kind of time frame they can expect once they start working with me, what their expectations are for what this market looks like right now, because this market is not the same as the market 5 years ago. So if you
Nope.
have people that maybe purchased 5 years ago and they were like, well, I didn't need a pre-approval letter before I went to look the last time. So just talking to them about what the differences are, maybe anticipating needs versus wants, making those lists so you know exactly what it is that you're okay with. One of the things that I see a lot is people who are renting for a certain amount of money
Mm-hmm.
and they're frustrated when they don't get qualified for that same amount of money. So, we look at different criteria for that. So
Yeah.
there are certain criteria that you would look at for a renter that you may not look at for somebody actually purchasing that house, because purchasing that house is a commitment of, you know, 30 years or 15 years or however long that loan term is, but that is going to be a commitment for you. So we have to make sure that it is affordable. Those are some of the things that are in place now that weren't in place in 2007, 2008. And so a lot of the
Exactly.
things, rules they changed in order to make things so that did not happen again. The housing crash that happened in 2008, so that it doesn't happen again.
Exactly. Exactly. Definitely not like 2008
Right.
around in that time frame.
Yeah. So the market was good then. But it was, and I think a lot of people are waiting on foreclosures. They're waiting on these things to happen. But because this is an inventory issue, you have more people, this is
Mm-hmm.
almost like musical chairs. So, the music is playing, there's only one house available, and you got 15 people that are looking at that one house. Somebody's gonna hit it.
Exactly.
And so you just have to have a lot more patience right now. So,
Exactly. A lot of patience, and keep going, don't get discouraged
right,
because something is going to pop up and be ready for you. The house that's meant for you will be there.
right. So there is, let's see. So it looks like Samantha is talking about the story may be different, but there's some still basic requirements that you need. So, okay.
Okay.
So anything else that you have or anything else you want to talk about?
No, that was about it.
Okay. So for those out in the audience, we hope you have a wonderful Friday, a wonderful week until we talk to you again. And again, my name is Erica Batts. I am a loan officer with New American Funding. You can reach me at 919-608-7916. Ms. Takia.
And I am Takia Ward, a realtor with Keller Williams in the Maryland, D.C. area. And you can reach me at 240-513-7996.
Great. And then you can always find us all right here in the clubhouse, the Homebuyers Clubhouse. You can find us on YouTube as well. So we hope to see you there, and we will see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.